Morning, Jane Park. Morning, Sovereign Joe. Morning, Rachel. Good morning, Margaret. Good morning, Pat.
Tonight the music seems so loud. I wish that we could lose this crowd. Maybe it's better this way. We'd hurt each other with the things we want to say. We could have been so good together. We could have lived this dance forever. But now who's gonna dance with me? Please stay. And I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool. Should've known that I had to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I'd been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Chance that I've been given, so I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you.
Woo! Oh my goodness. Careless Whispers. You guys like my mix? I'm an 80s baby. I can't help it. Good morning, beautifuls. Beautiful yous. Good morning, Kelly. Welcome. So glad you're able to make it today. Yay! So exciting. So great to see all of you. Thankful Thursdays. I am so incredibly thankful for this team, for every single one of you uniquely. And I'm really thankful for my dog here who suddenly decided to play with the noisiest toy she could find. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, hi. And thank you, little thanker. This most thankful one here and that thankful one there. Nina, come. Can you bring me your toy? Thank you. There's one way to handle that. So, sometimes we open with a little morning prayer and a little gratitude. We're going to get into our gratitude journals in a moment. So you're going to grab your any journals or a piece of paper if you have one. But let's just take a moment to look around and look at everything that you have around you that you can just be grateful for. This day, I'm alive. God's in my heart. I'm opening up and receiving God's light. I'll just pray for the heart of the world to open up. Just give thanks that God is in everything that we see and everything that we feel, and even the things that are challenging for us, God is there too. And I give thanks for those challenges, for the way they've made me stronger, and for the lessons they've taught me. God is in this beautiful day, whatever the weather. This weather is needed by somebody, by something. God is in our hearts. God is in our minds. God is in the air we breathe. And God is always there waiting to be in our thoughts, waiting to express love through us and love to us. And even when no one else is expressing love to us, we have God's love and we have our love. So I give thanks. And I pray that whatever we do today and in this session together, that we make a difference in someone's lives. our own life and everyone else's. Pray that we make a difference in each other's lives here on this call and everyone whose life we touch today. And I pray that we touch many lives, and the lives that we touch others. May everyone who needs what we have find us today. May it be so. Amen. Aho. Thank you all. Love you guys. Good morning, Cassie. Good to see you. Who did I not say good morning to? I think I said good morning to everybody, and good morning to Shri. You're here at 9 a.m. on a Thursday. Thankful Thursday. Yay. All right. So, a couple of things, a couple of announcements. Actually, let's go ahead and write in our journals. Let's do our 10-minute journal announcement. Our journal announcement. Let's announce to God our do our 10-minute journal announcement. We're going to do 10 minutes of gratitude like we usually do, our daily practice. So go ahead and get out your piece of paper. I'm going to play some beautiful music for you all. I always play luminous art. I always play from the Hang Massive Luminous Emptiness. Those of you who love this particular music. Let's see who this is. Actually, this might be someone else. Let's see. I think this ended up in my playlist by accident.
Such a beautiful prayer, Mama. Good morning to you.
Aw, thank you. Love you.
I'm going to be off camera a little bit because I got to drive Adia someplace, but I'm here.
Okay, great. Here we go. I'm going to set the alarm for 10 minutes. Here we go. Everything you're grateful for, even find things that you've been grateful for, the difficult things, challenges, who are you becoming those challenges? Okay, thank you. Hope you had some nice journal writings. Would anyone like to share their gratitudes? Anything you're grateful for? Feel free to come off mute.
I love sharing about gratitude.
I love when you share. Thank you.
Well, one of the things that I journaled about here is, being grateful to be able to recognize like old patterns as they emerge, but to also have a language for them and a community around me of, virtually and locally, of like a good handful of people who actually can hear that languaging and speak it with me and reflect back to me compassionately. That's one piece. Second piece I want to share is that my cousin, who's like 27 maybe, is visiting me right now. And he pretty much just lives off of fast food. And I've kind of like gotten so far away from that I forgot that is a reality for a lot of people. And he feels terrible in his body, and he's just reaching for all these different substances to try to, whatever. And, I love having this to offer, but I'm pretty sure he's not really ready to, do it at that level. But it has been very eye-opening to just remember that we're kind of in this little bubble in some ways around health and nutrition and prioritizing that. And that is really not the case for most of America, at least. And there's a lot of people to share with. So it's been like a very hard, but also gratitude deriving process to be spending all this time with them. So thanks for hearing me, everybody. And it's nice to see you back, Allie. I'm just noticing you over there. Yeah. Thanks, Rachel. Love you.
You're welcome. You're showing up, Allie. Love it. That is so potent, Grace, that we do forget. It's hard to remember. Like even I grew up on Twinkies, you know what I mean? And it's like hard to remember that somebody, literally one of my, the people from my landmark forum sent, I don't know why she did this, was so random. She sent me pictures from the grocery store of Frosted Flakes. And she sent me a picture of the ingredients. She said, are these ingredients okay? And I thought like she was joking, like, wait, does she really mean this? She really was wondering. And she sent me 2 pictures of like Kellogg's ingredients. And I said, well, this has wheat and it's not organic, so it's going to have glyphosate, probably a lot of glyphosate. And I said, in this one, and then they also both have sugar as their second ingredient or their first ingredient. And I said, that's, acidic. And so I just educated her, but I was shocked. And there are still millions of people who think like that, who have no idea that those ingredients are things to avoid. Like it doesn't even occur to them. And so those are the population that we can reach. Those are the people that we're really trying to make an effort to look, educate and help them. And that'll also help the environmental crisis, because the more people who are making organic choices are going to put an end to, then they'll have no market, right? All those glyphosate and pesticide companies, like if nobody's buying that stuff, they'll have no market. That's why it's so important that we have things labeled.
Thank you for saying that. I just want to add too, like I felt like my kitchen has turned into a college dorm. There's just like pizza boxes and like he doesn't drink water ever. Like everything is, like vitamin water from the gas station, or these like supposedly healthy things that he gets at the gas station, right? And I was like, I'm not judging you, bro. You do what you need to do. And I came to the conclusion a long time ago that there is not one thing ever at the gas station that feels good after I put it in my body. So yeah, it's a trip. We're the minority. Yeah. It's good to remember that.
Yeah, I'm curious if you've given him any green drinks, if he's tried any of those things out.
Well, we talked about it because I was like, hey, I'm getting going with my next 30 days. And I would really love to see what happens to you when this energy, because he has a lot of energy. He's a 27-year-old male, and like when you're really running that energy on awesome fuel. And he's like, yeah, I'm super into it. But he won't really try anything. But then yesterday I made like a a love shake with the dark berry, and I put some strawberries and almond milk and stuff. And I guess he took a drink when I was in the store, and I came out and he was like, well, you should make me one of these sometime, you know? And I was like, yeah, let's send you home with what you need. And then this morning I offered him one and he was like, no, not today. Like I drank too much last night or whatever, you know? So it's a trip. It is a trip. And I remember where I was at 27, which is sort of
Right.
similar, but not that extreme.
Yeah, you might want to check in with him and see if he might have had the runs or something from, you know, he might have had some detox from that, from drinking some of your shake.
Yeah,
Quite
he's
wise.
in bad shape, honestly, health-wise. I'd love to have him talk to you if he would open that much. He's shared a few things with me that are pretty concerning, so I don't want to take up all the time, but I'm gonna write him a letter and put it in a suitcase, and that way he can really just sit with it and doesn't feel like I'm lecturing him about something, but I'm just gonna come at it from a place of like a lot of concern and that I know there are solutions. So when he's ready,
Coming from
you know.
love.
Yeah.
So maybe this Saturday, because this is also a general announcement for everyone, you could bring them to the diabetes call, where we're going to be talking about diabetes this Saturday morning at 9:30 Pacific time. So anybody who here knows somebody who is not is who is diabetic, or maybe someone else who is possibly diabetic, who like knows people who are diabetic, or who has blood sugar issues, or has any kind of autoimmune disorder. What was that, Allie? You have to come off mute. I saw your lips move.
I was just laughing at Anne's comment. She said with a Red Bull. It's funny.
Yeah, anybody who drinks Red Bull, like they should come to this call, right? So yeah. Oh yeah, that's funny. I just saw it too. So yeah, this is hi. I have such a grateful dog here right now. He love you too. She's just so super friendly. So these, you know, invite anyone with autoimmune issues to this call, because really this is still a support call. I still will be answering questions. I'll still be addressing people's questions. It's still a support call. It's just that the theme is diabetes. So I'll do a little talk about diabetes, and then I'll open it up to like question and answer, you know what I'm saying? So that's this Saturday. And I wanted to show you, so I've actually and we also have Kimberly's Kimberly's event tonight. So Kimberly, who's our side team, she is sorry, my brain's going to technology. I'm noticing I'm pinned and I'm wondering what's going to be recording onto my computer. But anyhow, Kimberly Sanders, she's somebody who always hits like the 14K club minimum. She always has at least $14,000 in sales every month, just herself personally, which is beyond what I do. It's amazing. And she's having a business forward Zoom tonight with Allison from her team, and they have invited me. So we're all three going to be hosting this call, and I'm going to be sharing my full story. So those of you who have never heard my full business story, this would be worthwhile to come to learn my business story, and it'll be something you can share with other people. And it's going to be really potent. If I do say so myself, my business story is really intense. It was an intense ass journey, and I'm going to go full on into it and probably share things maybe some of you have never heard before.
I just posted your post.
Oh,
Just-
good. Good.
You just made a post and everything, so I shared it on my
Beautiful.
Facebook page.
So this reminds me, all right, so this is something that I wanted to actually share with you, all of you too, as a reminder. When you see me post something, and if you just share it to your wall, it doesn't get that much algorithm boost because you're sharing someone else's post. So you don't get seen as much in the algorithms, number one. And number two, people will click on it and they'll just come to me. And as much as, sorry, I'm letting someone in. And as much as I love to have lots of customers, I don't necessarily want to take your people, right? I will always look and see who are they friends with to see if they're like your people. Like if someone comes to me, I'll definitely look and see who they're friends with to see, like, I'll first of all see, like, are they already a brand partner? Are they with someone else in the company? You know, or are they friends with Shri? And that's how they know me. And that's why they saw my post. So that way I send them back to you. Because that's what happened with Sarah Rhinelander. When she tagged me in a post, I went to the person who posted. I went to that person. And so I said, hey, to Olivia, or whatever her name was, you know, I was like, tell me about these products. I want to buy some, blah, blah, blah. And she said, oh, Sarah is the one who tagged you. Go to Sarah. Well, I became Sarah's first crown. Okay. So bless Olivia, she was a brand pattern.
Chills. That's such a great statement. Chills, dude. That was such a badass run. I love it. Just chills. Oh my God. This call is going to be so epic, you guys. Please make it.
Yes, it is. So literally, like I became her first crown, and poor Olivia, not to say poor Olivia, but like I didn't end up Olivia's crown, and Olivia would have been a crown because I became a crown. If the best way to get to crown is to help somebody else get to crown, right? The best way to get to diamond is to make another diamond. The best way to get to consultant or director or executive is to help another person hit consultant, director, or executive. And so maybe I wouldn't have made it to crown with Olivia. She might not have been the best. She might have not have known how to guide me to that. So maybe it was like a total blessing, obviously, that I ended up with Sarah. But I just want to say what you want to do is copy the words, make them your own, and then repost the picture. So actually post the picture yourself rather than share it. Sharing my post is a little bit lazy. Not to say that you're lazy, Shri. I'm not talking about you, but I'm just saying in general, we all kind of do it, but it takes just a little more effort, right? So we want to download the picture that I post and then copy my words. I don't care if you copy them verbatim, except that I was talking about myself, so it wouldn't make sense on your timeline. So just say my friend Rachel is going to be sharing a really powerful story tonight, who's interested. Or if you're looking for residual income, share, come to this, send me a DM. Well, guess what?
Yeah, that's what I did. I shared your post. I mean, I copied everything, and then I posted, and I liked how you put a link there, like just DM me for the link.
Yeah.
That way, I know who is who, and I'm not losing my people. You know what I'm saying? That, so I liked how you wrote it out.
Good. Yes. And so it's really important because if you post the link, then they show up on the call tonight, they may not even remember, they may not even know you that well. And they've got to that link and they may not know who to go to. They're like, I'm on this call. I don't know how I got here, but I saw some link on Facebook today and I'm here, And so then if they're a free for all, they're going to go to the person who's leading the meeting. They always take all the stragglers who don't know where they came from. They always end up getting signed up by the person who's leading the call. And so just be wary of that. So guess what? I made this post here. I'm just going to go ahead and share my timeline. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. I'm going to start showing you guys how I prospect. Wait, where's my share button? Okay. Oh, I'm not a host. That's why. Hang on. Let me just make my phone a host. So I'm going to, I think it's helpful for you guys to kind of just see how I do things. I realize, and thank you to Tara Shea because she was the one who was like, I really want to shadow you and see how you do things. So that's why I'm doing it like this. I'm like, okay, let's just show you. I'm going to show you my screen. I'm going to show a few things. It's not showing. Why is it not showing? Oh, because I'm pinned. Okay, so let's see. Hello. Oh, I need to. Okay, now you can hear me. All right. So let's share my screen. So here's the post, right? Here's my timeline, and here's my post. I said, if you were looking for a second or third stream of income, or looking for, I don't know how to move that, but anyway, or looking for an exit strategy because your current job has no opportunity to grow financially or as a leader, please join me tonight with special friends. Please feel free to comment or DM me for the Zoom link. So you can literally copy that, right? Now, in the actual picture, I covered up the Zoom link because I don't want people to just come. So I said RSV for Zoom link. So I added that. I can edit these pictures and add things like that. You can edit your post. I can go click edit. And then I can literally go into the picture. Well, maybe not now, only when I create the picture. So it's not letting me edit now, but you can edit the pictures in your post. So guess what? The second I posted this, Eve Zay said, would love to know more. And I said, awesome, we'll send you the deets. I loved it and I commented. You always want to do both, love and comment. So I loved it and I commented and I sent her a message and we immediately were talking. And we had talked before, but I said, hi, Eve, I would love for you to join us tonight. Our Wellness Warriors Zoom. See, that's the name of Kimberly's team is Wellness Warriors. And you can always use that too. You can just steal that thought. Our Wellness Warriors Zoom will be a great opportunity for you since you are already raw vegan. That's why I said Wellness Warriors, because I know she's raw and vegan.
We are very passionate about health and healing the planet. Here's the Zoom link, and in case that glitches, here's the meeting ID. So I sent, and it starts at 5 PST. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Let's chat too. Would love to connect still, because she was wanting to connect with me because she lives locally. Now I went, before I even commented and sent her a message, I went and looked at her profile to see who she was. I was like, oh, she's friends with Shane. He's a raw foodist, and Sebastian. They're both raw. Sebastian is a fruitarian and Shane is a raw foodist. So I'm like, okay, I know her vibe. All right, I'm gonna send her like information related to what she loves about. Look what she posts. Like, this is what she posts all day long, you know, raw foods and stuff like that. So she's like she's already on our team in my mind. I'm like, she's already like she's one of us, you know? So, any questions about that? Any thoughts, any questions?
You- Good rising, everyone. You mentioned you can like share the shot of the post or whatever you mentioned. It's like the original, so you can be able to share like with how
I'm so
you did
sorry.
it.
Hang on a second, because for some reason my sound is really low. Let me come back and like fix that. I don't know. Let me stop my sharing for a second and sound. Okay, sorry. What was that?
You mentioned earlier something about, oh, but it's not original. Did you mean then being able to like how you had that and compose something similar or use what you did to share?
Yeah, compose something. You can copy the post. You can copy the words and then just make it so it makes sense, because I'm talking about myself. So you can, you know, so like, yeah, I said, you know, you can say join us tonight. And this is my friend, you know, my good friend Rachel is going to be sharing about blah blah blah, right?
Did
so
you
you can
put
like
that skeleton in our accountability?
you can just literally copy it from
Okay.
you can go to my page and you can actually hold it down, and then you can it'll literally highlight it for you. Here, I'll show you. I'm going to screen share one more time. Let's see.
And it's on your regular page?
Yeah, it's on my
Wow,
Facebook
those
page.
earrings are so incredible. I wonder who the amazing designer is.
Oh yeah. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for these beautiful earrings. Tara Shea made these. They go together. They go well with my gray sweater. Okay, so let's see. I'm sharing my screen. So if I just hold this down, see, it allows me to copy.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
you can do that with anyone's post, and then you click on the picture, and then you hold the picture down, and then you can click save photo.
Okay. Thank you.
So now, while I have your attention, we're going to talk about something else. So let me come back from sharing my screen. And actually here, before I stop sharing my screen, let me show you guys something else, okay? I want you guys to notice in the boards app, let me go back out of here. So in the boards app, I clicked Team Alchemy boards, right? So we're on Team Alchemy boards. I want to show you something this is what we're going to talk about today. So I want to show you where it is now. So if you scroll down to the bottom and you see on the right, it says event booth setup. See that? Event booth setup. Yay, 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 yay. Okay. You click on that, and these are resources for a booth. So Tara Shea and I are doing a booth this Saturday. Hi, Tara Shea. And so I wanted to show you guys. You don't have to look at it on your phone. Just look at what I'm showing you right now, okay? So that you guys see as I present. So I have a picture of how I do booth. This is what my booth looks like. So this is what we're going to do this Saturday. So anybody who's local can come to this Saturday night. We're doing we're going to the sound bath event. And I have this little sign that says,
May I intervene? That's such a beautiful setup, except I talked to Chris, and because it was original and I'm replacing someone else's booth, she needs me to, I got an email from her that it needs to be just focused on my jewelry.
This is personal, so we don't have to talk about this online. I'm just teaching something here, but that's fine.
Okay. I love it.
So this is how I set up my booth. So, and I guess that was pertinent, because anybody who's local, I guess you don't want to come then, because you're not gonna see what this looks like. But this is how I set up my booth. I personally just like to make it really beautiful. So I have plants, I have a statue, and I have this theme of white. I have my little crystals, and I have my little white tablecloth. And then, but notice what's on the table. It says sign up here. Okay. Right here, I have our enter our raffle appointment sign up. So people make appointments in order to enter our raffle. Everyone who enters Everyone who signs up here, puts their name down, gets entered into the raffle. There's chalk for the chalkboard. I thought there was a little place that you can also put business cards, but you can like have a little bowl to put business cards. I have pens and pens right here, pens and pencils right there for people to write with. On this side, I have free health consultation. Now it might be a little bit trickier if you're not a health professional. You don't have to have a health consultation. We can change the name on there. It doesn't say a health consultation, but you can just see like, see like ways you want it. We could have another label for it. We'll figure that out. But these forms are in the boards app. Okay. So this is how I set up my table. And so I'm going to explain what I do in a moment, but I'm going to show you where you can find those forms. They're here too. So you can see right here, Purium raffle sign up, right? And then here's consultation. So these are the documents. So if I go here, it's going to take me to the Google Doc. And so you can see, enter a raffle sign up. It's got the name, phone, and email. So I'm collecting these. And this is for the page 2. So this is 2 pages. So this will print out on 2 sides of the page. Let's look at what's in the event consultation intake form, right? Health consultation. So
Those
you
are
could
rad.
so you could just say something else other than health consultation. If you're not a health practitioner, you might want to just make a copy of this and change the wording. But look at what's in here. I use things that are legally we can say as a company. These are all legitimate legal questions. Okay. So we can speak to, we are not allowed to say we boost inflammation, but we can talk about inflammation, right? I don't know why we can't use the word boost, but it's kind of weird. But anyway, that's just an FDA thing. So I say, describe your sleep on a scale from 0 to 10. 0 is no issues. 10 is it's impacting my life or self-esteem deeply. So I have one for skin, weight, inflammation, pain, energy, emotions. Anyone recognize? Hey. Dina. Anybody recognize this? This is not in. Okay, hold on a second. Dina. So anybody remember what the acronym is that this is actually coming from?
Like soupy.
Well, we changed it, Grace. I forgot. It's been a while. It's called SWIPES now. SWIPED.
Awesome.
That's so great. You're like totally bringing like the old school. I love that. And so then we have exactly. So SWIPE stands for sleep, weight, inflammation, pain, energy and emotions, and digestions. I guess it's kind of swiped, but anyway. So then on page, so that was page 1. So then on page, I think this is page 2 is lifestyle. I think that's where the page break is. And then I ask cravings on a scale of 1 to 10. What are your cravings? Do you crave coffee, sugar, salt, alcohol, drugs, soda, caffeine, smoking? Could be personal, but this is helpful for us, right? Habits I'd like help breaking or new habits. Literally by having them write this form, you're helping them identify their own problems so they know what their own issues are. People don't even know. If you want to do educational marketing, that's what this is. This is educational marketing, where you help a person identify what their issues are because they may not even know what their issues are until they fill out this form. Does that make sense? Okay. Areas of stress in life. People put all kinds of things in there. Oh, I just had an accident, or I just like broke a bone, or my mom has cancer, or I have cancer, or you know what I mean? It's like, you never know. Motivation, is it poor, average, or great? So what this is planting seeds for also, this isn't educating them on themselves. It's also planting seeds for like what they can actually change in their body. It's helping them understand, what can I actually change? Okay. So then you go down here. Does your work bring you joy, stress? Is it hard on your body? Describe. So this is a way to find out also what kind of work they do, right? It's going to give you some information about the kind of work they do. And if they're actually looking for an exit strategy, if they're unhappy in their work, this is giving you information to know kind of like where to go in the interview. Because the next step is we're going to show how to have an interview. Sorry. So then exposure to mold, metals, glyphosate, toxins. This is also educating. If I say if you've been exposed to glyphosate, they're like, I don't know, I have no idea. I should put I don't know as an option. I don't know. Toxins. Circle all that you have been exposed to. So now I'm educating them on toxins. fabric softener. These are all things that we want people to be aware of. Fabric softener, colored dish soap, perfume, cologne, fragrant laundry soap, non-biodegradable household products, new carpeting, new car, new household products. Here we are educating them on like, these are toxins. People may not even know these are toxins. Maybe you still use colored dish soap. Maybe if we're using Dawn or blue dish soap, we're using dye, we're using all different kinds of toxins that are covered in the Trade Secrets Act that we may not even know about. So somebody's off mute. So then supportive nutrition for issues with SWIPE. So SWIPE is sleep, is that acronym we talked about: sleep, weight, inflammation, pain, energy, and emotion, and digestion. So now this is page 3. This is where, while after I've had their interview, I'm going to circle some of these. I'm going to be like, okay, here's what I recommend the ULT customized for. And I might check some things off so they are aware. And then I might circle the things that they need here. And I'm like, you know, these are additional recommendations besides the ULT customized. So I might add in, check off all these things so that we know what kind of things to put in their pack. Okay, so I'm going to come back in just a moment. And so, so those are things there. I've got like a checklist on what to bring to the event. A raffle prize, might be a cherry juice. Okay, brochures. I have 2 chairs behind the tables. I have a binder with testimonials. We'll go over that binder. Here's the binder with the testimonials. I have this sitting on the table. Now this might need to be updated. It's actually, the weird formatting is because we're on a phone, but I have all these different stories in here. Okay, Stephanie's story, pictures, and these are all a big whole page. So each one of these is one whole page. Okay, so we've got before and after pictures, and then we've got stories, right? Mellie's stories, recovering from chemo. Chris's story, 203 pounds down in 1 year. So all these are on here. There's also all these are also in the Boards app. There's Swiped. All right, in case you ever forget the acronym is, there it is. Okay, so these are all with so here's some actual stories are actually written. So these are all in the Boards app, as well as there's Grace's story. Grace's before and after is like incredible. Was that back then when it was called Core 3? So she's got an amazing story here. Look, it's all written out. It's all in this binder. So you can print this out and put it in a binder for your event. I also like to print out the basis of illness for people. This is something to have on the table. The basis of illness, this is an education right here. And this is also on the Boards app so that you can send it to people. And then there's a little information here, anatomy of a consultation. So this explains like how you do a consultation. It's very easy. I just tried to be really, some people really like instructions. You can throw this out the window, but this is just you can just remember, it's inquire, inspire, inform, invite. This is how we do business, right? We always inquire first, ask questions, then we inspire them with stories. It's not about the products. If we ask questions, we inspire them with stories. We don't talk about the products. I don't talk about the products during my interview. I just tell them stories of recovery. And then, you know, you can inform them with like different things like links, or show them the brochure. You can invite them, and then you invite them to meet someone. So if I have the booth with Tanya, which usually it's me and Tanya, I'll say like, oh, meet Tanya. And I'll have Tanya tell them her story. I'll say, Tanya, tell them your story. So you say, Rachel, tell them your story, right? You don't have to know anything about nutrition. You can just literally just tell stories. That's all we're doing. That's all we do in this business. So, so there you have it. So there's the checklist again there, and it says, it gives them a call to action, sign up here, right? So if I'm not at the booth, they're like, sign up here. Okay, what do I do? No one's at the booth. Okay, free health consultations. If you can get on the mic at the event, you just announce, hi everyone, I'm doing free health checks at the booth over there, or whatever you want to call it, right? Over at the booth over there. So like that. So that's, again, it's under your Team Alchemy Boards app, under event booth setup. All that's right here. Health consultations on the left is kind of interesting. This is just something to know about, but we have protocols in here. How many of you guys knew that? Do you guys know that we have protocols in here? This is, again, so when you're texting people, you can text them the basis of illness. If somebody asks you like, well, what about this, that, and the other thing, just go here. You know, detox metals, detox chemicals, detox reduce. It's all about detox and nourish. It's all right here, right? I might even change this to be called detox and nourish. Okay, but here are all the protocols. questions and answers. This is like an FAQ. People are always asking about biomedic and the wheat. Its answers is right here. Questions about biomedic. We talk about like why water ionizers and alkalizers are not a good idea. A lot of people think like, oh, if I need to alkalize my body, I need alkalizers. No, you don't want electricity touching the water. Okay, you don't want to use things that are gonna, because that kills the life of the water. This is just a really powerful video. This is from the Million Mom Movement, and this is basically Michelle Ricci telling her story about mold toxicity. So I don't have a protocol here for mold, but there is a whole video about mold toxicity here, and you can tell people to get back to you and that you'll help them, with a 25% off on any supplements they need, and you'll coach them on what foods to eat and stuff like that. So the last thing I want to show you guys is the Alchemy Health and Business School right here. You guys all have access to this free school, which is worth thousands. Okay, right here, I could charge for this school. All the 8 Alchemy Health and Business School classes are right here. Never mind all these other things. These are just showing you how to find them, because this is also in the Team Alchemy. If you go into the guide section of the Team Alchemy page, that's where you can find all, you can just go on there, and then you can actually just follow the program and click done after each video you've watched. But they're all right here. They're all labeled. And there is one, these are, it's health and business. So we'll spend time talking about health, but we also talk about coaching. Like I teach coaching in this school, like how to be a health coach, how to coach. So this is a free school, y'all. You'll all have privy to this. I would value this at least $22. I would say this is worth at least $2,222 for this particular school, for everything, all the information I give there. Probably more like 33, right? 44. It's worth a lot, and it's 90 minutes each. So these are all 90 minutes. This is a lot of information. This was a live class that I taught at the beginning of the year, and I had a lot of great feedback. So a lot of you are very educated who took these classes. It's not necessary to do the business. You can do the business fine without this. But if you're someone who likes to know a lot about health and all the details, the nitty gritty, it's all in here. Okay. So I highly recommend taking advantage of that. All right, let me come back to y'all. Any questions about any of this?
Rachel, I just wanted to say thank you. This is quite an awesome gift, and everything that you're showing us. So
Go ahead.
thank you.
Sorry. Can you go ahead and say that? It was the technical things.
I just want to say this is a real gift, and I just wanted to say thank you very much. It's overwhelming a little bit, but it's a good overwhelm. And I mean, you just give us everything to succeed. And I know that, you're going to succeed with it too, but it's just, I can't explain it, but it's just really, really, really awesome. So thank you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Margaret. That really touches my heart. I really appreciate how appreciative you are. I appreciate your appreciation. That's so sweet. Yeah. So these are all every day. I mean, you guys are getting like a fire hose of information right now. And obviously you can do, I did this business without doing any of this stuff for the whole first 6 years. Okay. So I never did a booth until last year. I just figured it out. And like all of a sudden for the first time, my booths were making money. Before that, I tried to do booths and I wouldn't make any money. And I was like, no one's coming to me. No one's buying anything. And I realized I needed to do something different. And I modeled it after a chiropractor that I saw who was like, here, come sit down and have a consultation. So the way these booths work is you talk to people and you say, sign up for a 15-minute consultation. It's free. And so you're basically doing a connect call. You're basically having them commit 15 minutes to a connect call. So you have 2 chairs behind the table and you say, come sit down. It's your time to have a consultation. And so you sit them down behind the booth. Then you have one-on-one time and they're expecting your focus. But if you're having a booth and they're just walking by, it's like, hi, have this drink. Here, taste this. Oh, here's that. Here's some information. And you know that it takes 7 points of contact before a person says yes, usually. There are some low-hanging fruit and people who say yes right away, but it takes 7 touches before a person says yes. Now, if I have a booth and that person just walks by and gets a brochure and has a quick green drink because I'm giving out samples, that's only 2. And then I never see them again, and they don't sign up with anybody until they talk to somebody else who's doing Purium down the road. But now they've had the first 3 touches, so then the next person they see with Purium, they'll sign up. So that's why it's actually great when you live in a community who actually all knows about Purium. People are like, oh, this place is saturated, everyone's already done it. I'm like, that's exactly why it's great, because everyone's already done it. So everyone knows the value, so they're going to sign up with you. You know, they're like, oh, I've heard about it. I'm going to leave from my phone because it's like making extra sounds, and I don't think you guys need this anymore. So, but, oh yeah, so that's right. So if you have somebody actually say, come have us, if they're signing up for times, or I say, oh, here, I'm free, I don't have anyone booked right now, why don't you come on back, we can sit down and have a talk. Now they're going to sit down and talk to you. They're not just passing by, fleeting. Now they'll have talked to you. They'll have had a full, I'll have introduced them to someone else at the booth. Here, talk to Tanya. So you're gonna hear Tanya's story, they hear my story. And then I say, do you want to try one of the green drinks that comes with the pack? Then I offer them a green drink. I don't use a green drink to allure them. I use a free consultation to allure them. And then I give them a drink at my booth. I don't have any drinks out. I don't have any Purium out because it's all about their health. I love Allie's like exclamations over here. She's like my cheerleader. Woo, yes. You're getting it. And then
This is great. Thank you, Rachel. And when we do the farmers markets, we can totally do this because that's just different. That's my own thing. So that can be the setup. And I like how you said that. Thing. Yeah, thank you. Listening.
Yes. Yes, you're welcome. And I love that Grace and Ali B are going to bring it to Ohio, because you guys can totally power up over there. They need you all. And Grace is from Ohio, so she'll be over there. You guys can power it up over there.
Awesome. Rachel,
Yes.
first, your earrings. Yes, they're so cool. You have the
Right?
best earrings, dude.
Yes. Made these.
Oh my
Karen
God.
made these.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, they're so cool. I love them.
Thank you. And I'm saying thank you on behalf of Terry, but also thank you because I'm wearing them.
Yeah. Also,
they were good. Mhm.
I wanted to say a part of from the beginning when we did the Thankful Thursday, the 10 minutes, that was awesome. I love that. That's so cool. I thank you. And man, also I really did want to share on that point, even though I'm many minutes behind. That you guys have been so welcoming to me, and all of the things that you're bringing into my life, I'm super duper thankful about. And then thirdly, one of the things that I mainly wanted to say a thank you to also is just like, Anne last night helped me through some serious detoxing. Like I had some crazy symptoms last night. Like, I mean, I felt like I was about to pass out. I almost shit myself. Like I started profusely sweating out of my face, and then my whole body got like really warm.
Wow.
And then it passed in like 15. Oh yeah, plus I had like this insane like discomfort and pain around my whole upper torso. And it was like, oh my God, take the clothes off. It hurts. Like weird, right? And then after 15 minutes of like laying down, it passed. Then I text Anne. I was like, dude, I explained everything to her. And she was like holding my hand through everything. And then she suggested I take this awesome salt cucumber essential oil bath. And after I got out of the bath, I felt so amazing. So I'm just real thankful to all you ladies and gentlemen. I know there's some dudes in here too, like of the male variety. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. All of you.
Oh my God, you're so great. Thank you, Allie. Yes, indeed. I'm trying to figure out how to unpin you. Let's see, I pinned you, and I don't know how I did that. That was pretty cool. Beautiful.
Usually if you click on the little box in their upper left-hand corner of their box, it gives you the option.
I was able to do it. So, what else we got here, guys? Oh, and also, by the way, you guys can buy the earrings from Tara Shea on her Instagram page. Oh, that's where we're going next. Instagram. I want to celebrate some Instagram posts. Okay, this is really cool. So we're going to share screen, and we are going to celebrate some Instagram posts today. And here we go. Let's celebrate Margaret. Let's check out Margaret's reel from yesterday. Let's see, how do I make the sound go? Huh, I don't know how to do the sound. What? Oh,
Corner
here,
right.
it's down here. Thank you.
Are you helping us with the groceries? Great thing about this is that when you get your packages, when you're on the protocol, this company is really committed to being environmentally friendly. And so there are 90% plastic free now and soon to be 100%. Woo! This will be great for the ocean. Yay!
Yes.
Having my list so I can go to the grocery store.
See? So I love that these clips are short. It's keeping my attention. I watched the whole thing. I often find myself, if the clips are not short, I find myself trying to force myself to watch all the way through. I've become like everyone else. I'm just a lemming, you know, I just like my attention span has been shortened by watching short clips. So that's what I expect. And so you really did it here. Hey, off. Hold on. Sorry, cat. Come on. Hang on a second. My face. Come. Colin, come. Let's go. Managing cats and dogs. It's literally raining cats and dogs at my house. Okay. So yeah, you really you did a great job, Margaret. I just want to say you're being really consistent with your posts. Let's check out Chanel's. She's not here, but we'll celebrate her. So let's come off mute.
Day 3 of my If you know anything about me, you know I'm always on the go. Right now I'm just prepping out the rest of the day. I already had my first green shake of the day. Now I'm just prepping out my 3 flex foods that I get to have for the day and taking them with me. So I'm not worrying about what I am doing throughout the rest of the day.
Inspiring
In this
us.
pack, you're also doing a parasite cleanse as well too. You would be surprised on how many clients I get that actually have parasites. Here are just a few ways you can get parasites. Infected animals. Even though your household dog is home all day, sometimes they can also carry parasites. Have they ever licked your face? Eating contaminated food. Parasites can be found in undercooked meat, fruits, and vegetables that have been grown in contaminated soil. Poor hygiene, untreated and unclean water, and traveling to certain parts of the world. Reach out to me if you're interested in this cleanse, or I have an actual deep dive parasite cleanse if you're interested in that too. Day 3 of my
Yay! Good job. And then let's see. Then the one that she did the day before, just
I'm thinking that's great and so professional. I have no idea how she did it.
sorry, what's that?
I don't like that. Just it's great and it flows. I mean, obviously it'll catch some people's attentions. I'm just thinking how professionally displayed it is, and I'm thinking I have no idea how to get there, but I'm going to.
Yes. So basically, when you do reels, you can upload various images as well as videos. So you create a reel, you upload images, videos that you've already recorded, pre-recorded videos, and short clips, and then upload. You can upload pictures.
Is she reading a script? Because it sounds like it. Although I get that from myself too. When I know stuff, people are like, "Are you reading from the something?" Like, no.
She may have been reading from a script because she's very precise about. She's very much a perfectionist, and so she wants things to come out just right. And so she may have taken a few takes, or she may have been reading from the script, but she's not here to tell us, so we don't know.
I
But yeah,
just did my first one on that one, mixing them up. And it's not as bad as I thought it is on Facebook.
mhm. Yeah, here, hang on one second. Let's just go ahead and watch this one, and then we'll talk some more.
Take these first thing in the morning. Throughout the day, you take these 3 times. And here is our yummy power shake with 2 Bionetics and 2 Super Cleansars. Here is my grocery haul for the week. From this, you get 3 flex foods a day. And here's my 3rd shake of the day. Then right before bed, I take tart cherry juice for healthy digestion and sleep.
So good. Okay. So one thing that I would say is this is like super gonna get people curious about like, wait, what is she doing? And like, you know, how does this go? People will probably reach out to her about that. I usually advise not to show the product labels in so much detail, because people can look it up and then start doing their own research and then they go down their own rabbit holes. I usually just say you can like probably like the third section of the video where she actually just shows, like I would probably just show the pills and just be like, I take 5 of these, and I wouldn't show the bottle, right? And I would show that. And then I would probably not say biomedics and super cleansers. I would just kind of show that and say, and then I take these, I would say, and I take these gut health probiotics, and then I take these cleanse our herbs, so that people will ask me, what is it that you're taking? Right? Because if you give the name, they can just go look it up and they can buy it on Amazon, even though it's illegal to sell on Amazon. We don't want them going there. We're not trying to route people to go buy the products. People can look up Super Aminos 23 and then they can go find it. And I used to do that when I first started. And literally, I had people, my friends, calling me and texting me that they'd gone and bought the cleanse, and can you help me guide me to do it? I went and bought it. Can you tell me how to do it? And I'm like, where did you buy it? Oh, Amazon. I'm like, oh boy. So if you are showing it like that, you have to let people know I have a 25% off discount. You do not want to show a product without saying you have a discount on it. It happened to Grace too. Thanks, Grace. So important points. And you know, the problem, you know, of course we want the sale as well, but it also behooves them, because if they all go and buy it online, guess what happens? They have detox symptoms and then they write poor reviews. Again, they don't know why they have detox symptoms. They have no support and they're doing it on their own. And now they're having a terrible experience, and now they write bad reviews on Amazon. So that doesn't help them or us. All right. So everyone suffers. Thanks, Grace. Have a great day. So any thoughts so far? We're going to go right into inviting. Next, we're just going to go ahead and invite to those events. The Saturday event, diabetes, and the event tonight for business partners. So who has, oh, Margaret.
Yeah, I just have a quick question on the hashtagging.
Oh, yes. I'm glad you brought that up, because I was going to actually show you guys something today in my current hashtags.
And can we make another one for the one tonight? I was going to ask that last week about making one with a picture of us on it together. And so when we're doing ones for other teammates, we can also bring connect with people like, this is what we're doing, come to this.
All right, I'm lost. Are you saying that you and I are doing a healthy happy hour tonight, and we want a separate flyer for tonight's with you and me?
I'm saying whenever we do decide to do one, I would like one with our pictures on it together.
We can.
And then tonight's, since that's not ours, it's someone else's, do we also, like, you bring people to mine, which is great.
Yeah.
I can bring people to this one.
As many as you can, as many as you possibly.
Okay.
Definitely. Whenever I'm advertising something to us, we create campaigns for the whole team. So I'm on there, so you're on my team, so you can invite anyone you want.
Okay. What time? I'll copy it from your page.
Yeah, it's at 5 o'clock Pacific time. And then there's also there's another one to promote, which is actually not until next week. So we'll talk about it on tomorrow's call, so you guys don't get confused. We'll talk about it in next week's call. But there is one up and coming on that Stephanie's spearheading, and it's called Glyphosate is Unsafe on Any Plate. And that is for, you have to register for that one. And that one is when is that one? That one's March 21st, so it's Tuesday. So I'll give you guys information about that after we get through tonight, just so there's not a bunch of confusion. But I'm gonna share that one, glyphosate unsafe on any plate. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and share that right into our 90-day expansion group, because that's sort of a separate group for like the more advanced people like you guys. So I'll just put that in there so you guys can register for that event, please. And
hey, Rachel, most of these events, like the one tonight, is recorded also, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing that I want you guys to know as business leaders is that if you show up to a call and you absolutely love it, go ahead and grab the recording and make some side notes on wherever you put that recording to be saved. Like, you know, you could just put the link wherever. So I make them in my notes on my iPhone, but, and then put like, who would this be good for? Because 6 months from now, you might have a client who's coming on and wants to talk about something that you know is on that video, but you will forget which link it is if you don't write a little quick note like, this is great for moms and people who love superfoods or raw foodists or whatever. Put a little quick note underneath the link, and that way you can actually use these recordings to watch with a client or a new brand partner or something else later, because you've already vetted the information and it's directly targeted to them.
Yes. I recommend maybe saving them to your board, to your own, create your own boards app. So you have your own particular boards, and then not your own boards app, but your own boards on the app, and then like save your favorite videos there. But also tell me, because I'll also put it on the big team boards app, so you don't have to like constantly everyone reinvent the wheel for their teams as you grow. Thank you, Anne. That was valuable.
That's so great. I didn't even think of the boards app, Rachel. That's wonderful. Yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, definitely send me your favorite links and say, hey, can you add this to the boards app? That way your whole team automatically has access to it. And then that way we as a team know, like, keep track of like, these are the best videos for X, Y, and Z, and it'll help everybody. Like I heard Leslie Zan, I wasn't able to be on Leslie Zan's call Tuesday, but I heard it was fantastic. But I heard it was like one of the, like, just one of those like ones that goes down in history for training. So definitely. Did you like that one, Tereshie? I think you were on that one.
Which one?
Tuesday with Leslie Zan. You sent me a picture of you on that call.
Uh-huh.
Is that useful for you? Do you remember?
You know, my phone's doing something really weird.
Well, anyway, we can go ahead and go into working right now. So I'm going to open up breakout rooms in case anybody wants to.
Rachel, were you gonna go over hashtags, or did you say you're gonna do that another time?
Oh my God, thank you. I am going to go over hashtags. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me get back on to my Zoom. Let me get back on to with my phone so I can share my screen. Hi, Felicia. Welcome. Welcome in.
Thank you. I overslept, guys.
No worries. You can always watch. So I'm going to share my screen.
Thank you.
No problem. I'm going to give an example of hashtags right now. Okay. Okay. This should work. All right. Let's go ahead and share screen. Okay, so I'm going to go into Instagram and I'm going to give you a demonstration on hashtags. So this is there's my post for today. So I'm just going to go ahead and like edit this so you can see. So I use 3 or 4 hashtags. You're really supposed to only use 3 hashtags because they penalize you if you use too many. It slows you down in the algorithms because then they think you're advertising. Okay, so I only have 3 there. So I click this and I'm going to click edit. And I'm going to go to these hashtags so you can see these hashtags. Now, I'm going to start with the first one that I use. So I'm going to show you that every single hashtag has a different number of posts, right? So I went residual income rocks. And so I chose that because if I did just residual income, hold on a second. Sorry, it's not working here. My back button is not working. I don't know why. It's not letting me. Okay, there. So if I did residual income, there's 1.7 million posts. That's just going to be like, when you go into the Explorer page, it's just going to be like so many. Hardly anyone's going to see that with 1.7 million posts. So I chose this one that has the next one, residual income rocks, which has 32.4 posts. See there at the top? It tells you how many posts they have. Residual income without an E only has 500 posts, which that means nobody's thinking of that hashtag. Probably no one's following that hashtag. So therefore, I'm not going to use it. So I chose that middle one, residual income rocks. Oh, I also used, sorry, there was another one I did, which was, sorry, hold on. Residual income for life was what I did. I basically, for some reason these aren't working. I can't delete. Okay, there we go. So I also saw residual income for life has 28.1 thousand posts. That's like a good number. 28.1 thousand posts is probably going to get some traction. So is residual income rocks, which is a little bit more. So residual income for life has the lowest amount of hashtags, and then residual income rocks has the next lowest, which is 38,000. And then I found second stream of income. And so if I look there, wait, this is doing the wrong thing. Hang on. Well, okay, Wealth Coach has 219,000, so that's like the most. But if I go to here, second stream of income, I saw that has 5,000 plus posts. So that's got the fewest posts. So I just went for it. I'm like 5,000 plus posts. So I have one at 5,000, I have one at 28,000, one at 38,000, and then I have one at the most, which is Wealth Coach, which is at.
Is there a good number to stay between?
Yeah, under 100,000 and over like usually over 5,000. Between 5,000 and 100,000. So Wealth Coach had 219,000. Wealth Coaching doesn't have enough for me. I don't want only 5,000 people. I want it to be seen, but I don't want it to be flooded. So this is a sweet spot between like 5,000 and 100,000. So I picked one from every category. Is that helpful?
Yes.
I'm gonna click
Thank
done.
you so much.
You're welcome. So yeah, and I make sure that
the-
those hashtags are separated. Like honestly, like I could actually put more space between my comments, my caption, and those. I could actually even create more space so people really don't even see my hashtags. Like ideally, I don't even really want people to see my hashtags. You know?
Got it. And then if you're doing Purium, hashtag like the healthy habits, you put that
Right.
last, right? Correct?
Yeah, I put that at the end because I'm not trying to send people to other Purium distributors. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to think if there's one here where I actually talk about food. But yeah, like I might put, let's see if I put any Purium thing. I think I forgot to put Purium on this one, but oh, this one's continued in the comments. That's the other things you do. If you have a really long post, because I will go to like character count and count it and make sure that that stays within, and then I'll say continued in comments. And so then people have to go to my comments in order to see the rest, to see what else I wrote. Here, and
Hey,
then
Rachel?
continued. So there's continued. And I put these O's in there to kind of break it up. It's a lot easier to read things that don't have a lot of writing. So you want to have a lot of breaks between paragraphs. So there. These are my hashtags. See, they're all the way at the bottom. They can be in the comments too. They don't even have to be in your thing, but they're very all at the bottom. So those hashtags are totally hidden. But I got a lot of traction on this post. I got 88 people who liked it. Yes, go ahead.
What about putting the hashtags in the comment?
Yeah, you can put them in the comment. But what happens is if you do put them in the comments, and sometimes you see how you can see in this one, I have my, like, it says thankful Thursday. I'm so deeply thankful to all of you who poured love into me, ... And then it says view 42 comments, and then you see some responses. Jody Marie says, aw, you said gorgeous soul, right? Well, if I had put the hashtags, then actually what people might see is my second post hashtags. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's better just to put them like way at the bottom out of the post. The other thing is that sometimes people will put their hashtags throughout the post, and that doesn't work either. If I put a hashtag in the middle of my post, it's harder for people to read, and it actually doesn't have, it's harder for people to read, and actually Instagram doesn't favor it. They'll like put it down in the algorithms for some reason. So you don't want to be like using hashtags throughout your post. Did you guys all see this one? The chrysalis? the butterfly
Yes.
going, oh no, it made it, it's gone. And oh, there it is. I love this guy. He's my best friend. And then I put hoping, speaking of transformation, let me talk about this for a minute. So then I put that at the end and then I said this, and guess what? Somebody reached out to me and said, tell me about your cleanse. Someone saw this, they thought it was, and they enjoyed it. And then they actually reached out and about the cleanse. Okay. So this is a carousel. This is like a really great way to get people's interest and keep their attention. So there you have it. Breakout rooms are open. You guys are welcome to jump in there and like that.
Thanks, Rachel. Shall we get a room?